Hi Bulldogs, good to see you again. Today we're talking about Foley Artists, and we're going to do an activity that you can do at home and make your own Foley sounds. So first I'm going to tell you a little bit about what a Foley artist does, and then I'm going to outline the process and take you through me doing it here at my own home, and if you follow along then you can replicate it and do the same thing at home on your own. So let's start off with talking about what is a Foley artist. A Foley artist is a musician and really an artist, an actor, somebody who uses their skills to perform and create sounds that accompany a movie or a TV show. So when they're filming a movie, sometimes they record the dialogue, the words, and the different sounds that the actors make, but sometimes they need to enhance those sounds. Sometimes they weren't able to record all the sounds. For instance, in the middle of a big battle scene with swords clinking, there are all these sounds that need to be accounted for that don't always get recorded in the original filming. So these people work behind the scenes to create sounds, and it really is a fascinating field and a job. Now, I'll link a video below from the Academy Awards that talks a little bit more and gives you some examples of real-life Foley artists. And you can do some research on your own at home about Foley artists. For example, the sounds of the lightsabers in Star Wars were created by Foley artists. So if you do a quick search, I bet you could figure out what did they use exactly to make those sounds. Okay, so here are the steps in order to do this project. I'll take you along with what I've done today, and then again, you can do this on your own. Step 1 is to pick out a video. I picked out a video, an old cartoon, but you can use either the same video, or the same cartoon, or you could choose another one. I find that Tom and Jerry cartoons work great, so you could use one of those if you wanted to. You're going to need to pick out either a section of the video or the whole thing. For example, I picked out maybe a minute and a half of the video that I'm going to work with today. Step 2 is going to be to look and listen through the video and decide, what do you need to make sound for? Right now, there probably already is sound for the cartoon or for whatever video you chose, but as a Foley artist, you're going to mute the video and then create the sounds on your own. So you're going to need to listen through and decide, what do I need to make the sounds for? For example, maybe there are people walking and you need to make the sound of footsteps. Maybe you see some lightning in the background, so you need to make the sound of thunder. There are all sorts of different sounds that, as a Foley artist, you have the liberty to create. Step 3, once you've decided what sounds you need to make, you need to figure out how are you going to make them. So start looking around your house, brainstorming of ideas. What objects can you use and how can you play them and make noise with them to recreate these sounds? Maybe it is very similar to how the sound was actually made. Maybe for footsteps you really are going to put on shoes and walk very deliberately along to the video to make that sound. Or maybe you need to get more creative. Maybe you need to be clinking on some glasses or crumpling up some paper for the sound of fire or wind. I don't know. But whatever it is, you need to figure out what action are you going to do to create the sound. Step 4, practice. Go through the video, use your sounds, and see if you can line them up exactly. And then part 5, you can have your final performance, or if you're lucky enough to have a phone or something that you can record on, you can record your sound and then link it up and see if your sounds match up and really do represent the sounds of the video. So that's it. That is our project today as Foley artist. I'm going to show you what I've done, and then I'm excited to see what you create on your own. Okay, welcome to my sound stage. So I went through the process myself. I picked out my video, I decided what part I'm going to work on. Part 2 was I made a whole list of all the different sounds that I needed. And then part 3 was I started thinking of all the different objects that I could use and the different ways that I could use them to recreate these sounds. Step 4, I practiced a lot, and so I am ready for step 5, which is my final performance. I'm going to perform here and you can see what that looks like and the craziness of my performance. And then let's watch it back, see how I did, and that'll be that. So here we go. Okay, now that you saw that craziness, let's see what it sounds like and looks like when the sound that I just made is matched up with the video. Take a look. Alright, well I'm happy with that. I'm excited to see what you can come up with, if you can do a better version of this, or if you have your own cartoon that you can go through this process with and create your own Foley sound. See you next time.